Hey guys, my name's Nick Smith, and decided, hey, everybody else doing cooking shows on YouTube. Why can't I? So, me and my little girl here, we're doing our first YouTube video. Gonna put it on. I'm gonna be grilling out some of these here it's fine pork, I'm telling you. But now this here is pork tenderloin that has been run through one of them there meat tenderizers. Just got it today. This is fresh meat. This ain't store bought. This is fresh. We're going to do them right out here on the grill, folks. And the first thing you want to do is get your grill good and clean. I always take and preheat my grill. Let her get good and hot. That way, my igniter don't work, folks. I'm kind of primitive on how I do that. But I'm going to fire this grill up. I kick all the burners on. I want as much heat as I can get. This is going to be real simple how I'm going to cook these. Some people, they just throw a little salt and pepper on them, cook them. I myself, I like flavor. I like taste. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go to cooking these, and as I'm cooking them, I'm going to throw a little bit of seasoning on them. And what I'm using, and this is IGA brand, you can use any brand, but this is seasoned salt. And not only that, but I got a little surprise in there along with it. I've got some good Creole seasoning down inside this. Shuck that up, mixed that all together, and that's what we're going to be doing these on. Hey folks, we got this dude heated up. She's rolling about 400 degrees. I always get her real good and hot. Clean my grates. This grill right here, it looks like it had been through 2 world wars. But I have to say, it's been a pretty good grill, thanks to my father-in-law, Mike Torrance. He took and gave it to me here a while back. Well, we got this dude good and hot. Clean these grates down real good. With this brush, this poor brush looks like it's seen its better days too. But folks, we're gonna start trying to do one of these videos a week. We're gonna be doing grilling. We're gonna be doing smoking. We're gonna be doing open pit cooking in Dutch ovens, cooking in cast iron. I love cooking outdoors. I love cooking in cast iron. 99.9% of the time when I cook, that's what I'm cooking in is cast iron. But we're going to try to do a video once a week. Just good, what I call good comfort food. Things that I love to eat. Things that I just think that is just really, really good. But we're going to get our meat ready right here. I got my old meat tongs here. Them things big enough to hold a half a cow at one time. But see, these are thinly cut pieces of tenderloin, and they've been run through a meat tenderizer. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to back this heat down. I had her wide open, taking it, getting these things, these grates clean the way that they need to be clean. I took and made my thing go out there. But anyhow, I've got my meat. I'm going to start putting this meat on here. She's got a little bit of a sizzle to her. I'm going to try to get my other one set just right where I want them at without them going out. Folks, I have been cooking outdoors for several years now. To me, anything that is cooked outside or anything that is cooked in cast iron just tastes so much better. We're going to call our videos and our cooking stuff, we're going to call it pecan tree cooking. Now, right here where I've got my stuff set up at is under a pecan tree. Me and my wife, we bought this place back in 2009. And right up here where I'm standing at right now, this used to be a horse lot up here. Well, there was this little old scrawny tree up here. The little old thing wasn't but about 6 inches around at the bottom when we moved here. And it looked like a switch sticking out of the ground. It was tall and lanky, it looked horrible. It had been struck by lightning. I really didn't know that it was even really going to live. And one day my dad and mom was over here, and I told my dad, I said, Dad, I said, I'm going to cut that little old tree down right there. He said, son, he said, don't do that. He said, leave that thing right there. He said, that was a pecan tree. I had no idea what it was. Now, my daddy was a logger. That's what he did for a living. That man, he could walk through the woods and tell you what tree was what it was good for, if it was good for wood burning, if it was good for this, good for that. He knew it all. But he said, son, he said, leave that tree. I said, all right, Dad. I said, I'll leave that tree there. And here it is, 2019, and this tree has grown. It has become a wonderful shade tree. I haven't gotten any pecans off of it yet, but I left it here because Daddy asked me to leave it here, so I left it here. But anyhow, enough of that. I've got my meat on the cook right here. I'm going to try to cook it slow and cook it easy. No thicker than what these pieces of meat are. It ain't going to take them long to cook, and if you ain't real careful, you can burn this meat up, and I don't want to eat a piece of rock. I want to eat a piece of good meat. So right here, just in a few minutes, just right before I go to flip these, I'll take and throw me some seasoning on there, let it cook, and then after I let it cook on that side, I'll flip them over, and then I'll put me a little more seasoning on them. But like I said, this seasoning here, it's just seasoned salt is what it is. It's got, I don't know, it's got salt, sugar, spices, it's got garlic, it's got onion, it's just paprika. It's just got a little bit of everything in it. And then like I said, I mixed it with a little bit of Creole seasoning, and I love that Creole seasoning. That stuff is good. But you know, put you some on. Don't overdo it. I know some people says more is better. I don't believe that. I want to taste this meat too. I don't want to taste just all seasoning, but I want to taste this meat too. So we're going to put a little bit on these sides right here. We're going to let them cook just a little bit, and we're going to give them a flip. All right, folks, I have let this meat cook on one side for about, roughly about 6 minutes. So we're going to give her a toss right here, flip her over. I like my meat, and I have seen people do cooking shows. I like a meat that is what they call medium rare. And with steak and stuff like that, I feel like you can get by with stuff like that. But when it comes to pork, I like pork to be done, but I don't want it to be just literally cooked to death. So we went about 6 minutes on one side right here. We're going to give all this meat a flip. Some of it's still wanting to stick just a little bit. That's it. Look at that. Oh, look what a char. I like a char on meat. We're going to give every bit of this a good flip. I like the pork to be done. People say what they want to say, but pork is one of those things that I believe it needs to be cooked. You don't need to play with it. It needs to be cooked. Now that we've got these flipped, I'm going to throw just a little bit more of this seasoning on these. Like I said, don't overdo it, but just a little bit. We're going to let that cook about 6-7 minutes on that side, and we're going to check them out and see what we've got. And then if we need to, I'll flip them again to let them cook just a little bit more on the other side. I want that meat done. I don't want to cook to death, but I want that meat done. All right, folks. I just flipped this meat a while ago. Come in here, sis, and get a shot of this. See, I don't want to cook it to death, but I want to get a char on that meat. I want to make sure that that meat is done. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put some barbecue sauce on these. Now, you say, well, your barbecue sauce is in a quart jar. Yes, it is. Look at that. Ooh. I make my barbecue sauce. Store-bought barbecue sauce, fine. I ain't got a thing against it. But I like making my barbecue sauce. And when we do a pulled pork video, I'm going to show you on how I make my sauce. But I'm just going to take a little bit of this sauce and I'm going to brush it right on this meat right here. My wife told me earlier, she said, she said mine was some of that barbecue sauce on it. And I got thinking, well, heck, we'll just put barbecue sauce on every one of them, because I'm not prejudiced against barbecue sauce. Barbecue sauce is really good. It makes things taste good. And like I said, I make my barbecue sauce now. Some people, you know, it's a whole lot easier for them just to run to Wally World and buy a bottle of barbecue sauce. And they've got some good barbecue sauces out on the market. Different ones I have tried over the years, but I really like mine. I know what's in mine. I know how mine is mixed. I cook my barbecue sauce. When I make my barbecue sauce, oh, look at here. We're giving every one of these dudes a good, generous portion of barbecue sauce. Is what we're doing right here. I still want to taste the meat, but I want to taste some of this here barbecue sauce too. So, oh, it looks like I missed two right here. Oh, I can't believe I done something like that. But anyhow, after I get the barbecue sauce on these, I'm just going to close this lid down for, oh, probably about just a couple of minutes. Let that ooze in there while that's cooking, and we'll show you what they look like when they're done. All right, folks, we have left these on there for about a couple, 2 or 3 more minutes with that barbecue sauce. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Put these on the plate. Mama, she's gonna be happy. Kids are gonna be happy. I'm gonna be happy. The whole 9 yards. You know, a lot of the cooking that I do, I learned from my mama and my grandma. I have learned a lot of stuff from different ones that I have watched, you know, over the years. I love watching cooking shows. I'm all about eating. I'm 235 pounds of all about eating, folks. But you know, this right here is good comfort food. It's simple, it's quick, it's easy. You know, these are sliced about what they call a breakfast slice. These right here are. And it don't take long to cook them. And if you ain't careful and you don't cook them slow, you can flat burn them up. You want to get them done, but you don't want to get them too done. Look at there, y'all. I flipped it right over, but that's all right. That's all good. But folks, if y'all like this, you know, let us know. Give us some feedback. Like I said, we're going to try to do a video once a week. And, you know, just what I call comfort food, stuff that I think that is just good, stuff that my mama cooked, stuff that my grandma cooked. You know, we're just going to do different things. So if y'all like this video, let us know. But anyhow, give the good Lord thanks every day for what you have, for what he's done for you. And folks, we'll see you next week.